Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 9. Off play action, Fields.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The Bears in 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Play action. It's Fields.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, this defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
You got a mini base. Why not? Is that all right?
They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Prescott on play action. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. Another run for Gibbs here. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying the left side with Gibbs. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's Fields. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Here's Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Finds Gibbs on the check down. They call it no gain there on the first down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket, he can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now a give to Mostert running right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields. That's swung out to Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Lions.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That pass caught. It's Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
First down, Prescott. And this is caught by Williams. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
A 35-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
First down, Lions.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
Now a second and 10. Here's Prescott. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This is taken at about the 14. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Past the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 34 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big offer.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal, and a great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 13 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. Down the right sideline. And down to the 16-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A handoff running left is Mostert. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 79 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing, Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Mostert. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
One more time with Mostert. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one?
He's got a man, complete. Loose inside the 30. Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 94 yards.
Wow. I mean, we talk about flipping the field. Normally we're saying 40, 50 yards, but how about this play? This is as long a play as you'll see that does not result in a touchdown. From backed up near your own goal line to now 1st and goal, what a play right there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the up.
There he goes, left side.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly. Right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Prescott now. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And some room to roam now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Here comes 2nd down.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They hand it off to Mostert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Here we go, son.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Sit high.
Here we go on fourth down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So another 30 seconds to play. This is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoke or any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell them pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballer's bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still washing and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them wrapped, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock. Now my life, son, I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the door and bought my neighbor's house. I done done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering.
It's a sweet, what? It's a sweet, yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap.
Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands and millions and millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands and millions and millions and millions and millions. Okay. I don't cash my new checks. This old change, you know. Another man made my phone ring. Hello. Said he capping, but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone. Hello. Bling, bling, blow. Mad, I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me. Okay. I might pull a ticket out of my account. Okay. Just to show you how to count. Okay. Newest. Don't compare me to these. They don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up. I got opposition showing me computer love. Ram inside the club, I got no worries today. I get paid to party on a permanent base. That's true. Only time we link is meet and greet. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands and millions and millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands and millions and millions and millions and millions. Foot on that's because I'm standing on business. I deserve the flex and I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down, but they couldn't
ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got them excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it, talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got them excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it, talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad.